Welcome. I'm Nora Shabazi, the founder of EBLI, Evidence-Based Literacy Instruction, which is a system of effective and efficient research-based strategies and activities to teach anyone of any age or ability level to read, write, and spell to their highest potential. And today I'm going to be talking about our blog, Foundations to Great Reading, and this is Accelerate Instruction. And who does not want to accelerate instruction, right? So one of my great passions, besides teaching teachers how to teach reading and teaching anybody how to read well, is to figure out how can we speed up instruction so that we can shave off the amount of times teachers need to be teaching explicitly in the classroom, so they can free up time to be doing a lot more other things like applying what they've taught explicitly and also to really speed up the acquisition of reading, writing, and spelling for students. So we have worked over the past almost 25 years, not just of course in our training or teaching clients at our reading center, but mostly with coaching teachers in thousands of classrooms, from preschool classrooms to high school, and anywhere from lockdown units to AP classes. So we have really had a lot of opportunity to make mistakes and learn from them and see how can we shave not just instructional minutes, but even seconds off of what we're doing. And also not just to make it more efficient, but to make it even more effective. How can we shave off time without leaving out any of the efficacy, any of the effectiveness of what we're doing? So we're going to increase both the effectiveness of the instruction and decrease the amount of time it takes to do it. So with this, some of the things you'll be like, oh, cool, yeah, I agree with that, or I don't know so much, about that. Like, for example, have your students look at the words on the page instead of at the pictures. Now, some of you who that is typically your instructional practice, maybe might be a little move your cheese like, it might be somewhat disruptive. Or we teach explicitly and systematically, but we don't teach phonics or syllable rules. Now, if you teach that way, you might be like, I don't really like that part of what she's saying. We really want you to, when your students get their writing down and they're using inventive spelling, we're going to talk about fixing that. So all of these things are talked about in the blog below. And also, I'm going to really elaborate on them on our Foundations of Great Reading webinar that we're doing, so that you can really see and I can explain further what I'm talking about. Okay, and I also want you to please bring your burning questions to that, or you can just at the bottom of this blog, if you're like, I don't know about this and I'm wondering, please leave a comment, leave a question, leave your thoughts, your ideas of like, oh, this works really well for me to have helped accelerate my instruction and move my kids further and faster, because that's really what our goal is. We want to free up time for you, not just instructional time, but even free time and planning time and all of that kind of stuff. And we want your kids to move even further, even faster. So that's what all of these kind of a dirty dozen of things that I share in the blog, that's what the goal of those are. So thank you so very much for listening and for watching and for commenting too, and for joining in on this mission to teach the world to read.